I don't know if this makes me the world's worst child or the only sane person in my family, but Thanksgiving this year is the first one in over a decade where I'm not actively clenching my jaw, waiting for someone to explode. And the reason it's peaceful is because I pulled off one of the most elaborate, petty lies I've ever crafted in my life. So, here's my confession. My parents divorced a few years ago, but the real separation between them happened long before the paperwork. My mom used to be a nightmare on holidays. Not just annoying relative bad, I mean full-scale drunk tyrant. Every Thanksgiving she would get obliterated before the turkey was even halfway cooked, and then it was a coin flip of what kind of drama she was going to unleash. Sometimes she'd pick fights with my older sister over absolutely nothing. One year, she accused my sister's boyfriend of flirting with her because he said her cranberry sauce was good. Another year, she sobbed for 2 hours straight because no one appreciates how much she sacrifices, even though she didn't cook a single thing and spent most of the day in the garage chain smoking. There was one Thanksgiving where she stood up in the middle of dinner and yelled at my dad for blinking too loud. Another time, she accidentally knocked over a full glass of wine onto a cousin she didn't like and said, "Oops, maybe don't sit next to me next year." Another year, she told my brother's pregnant wife that her baby name sounded like something a stripper would pick. It was exhausting. Every holiday felt like a landmine field where all of us tiptoed around trying not to trigger the next explosion. So when my parents finally divorced, there was relief. Quiet relief. Like maybe holidays could be normal now. Last Thanksgiving should have been easy. My siblings and I decided to just keep it simple. Dad comes over for actual Thanksgiving Day because he lives closer, and my mom could come Saturday since that was when she was free. Nothing dramatic, nothing hostile. No one was choosing sides. It was the most neutral plan imaginable, but my mom took it as the ultimate betrayal. She called me the night before last year's Thanksgiving absolutely screaming. I don't mean raised voice, I mean full volume, unhinged shrieking, calling me names I haven't heard since middle school bullies, telling me I'm a traitor, that I abandoned her, that I was spitting in her face by letting my dad come over on the actual holiday instead of her. I kept saying, "Mom, we're literally having dinner with you Saturday," but she didn't hear a word. She just kept yelling. At one point, she screamed, "I bet you're doing this to punish me. I know you all blame me for everything," which, I said nothing, but the silence probably gave her the answer. So, this year, I decided I was done. I needed peace. For 1 year in my adult life, I wanted to sit down, eat mashed potatoes, watch a football game, and not wonder if my mom was going to flip the table because someone forgot to pass her the gravy. 3 weeks before Thanksgiving, she started asking about our plans, and I started lying. I told her I'd started seeing someone new, a girl I just clicked with, someone I was serious about, someone who really wanted to meet my family, but lived about 2.5 hours away. My mom loves the idea of me having a girlfriend. She ate it up like it was pumpkin pie. And because I knew how she is, I stayed vague. I told her my girlfriend was private. I told her she got overwhelmed easily, so she probably wouldn't be comfortable with extended family being there. I crafted this whole imaginary personality for her. Timid, sweet, artsy, loved baking, supposedly made the best pecan pie on earth. My mom asked for pictures. I told her my girlfriend was shy about photos. My mom said she didn't care. I stuck to the lie. Then 3 days before Thanksgiving, I sent my mom the girlfriend's address so she could drive there for our fake dinner. Except the address wasn't real. I found a random apartment complex 2.5 hours away, one with no clear unit numbers on Google Maps. Just a big building, enough to keep her from knocking on some poor stranger's door. My hope? She'd get there, realize it's an apartment building instead of a house, get confused, and maybe just give up and go home. Or maybe she'd wait in her car and eventually convince herself plans changed. I didn't care. I just wanted her nowhere near my actual house. Meanwhile, the truth? My siblings, my dad, my cousins, everyone except her was coming to my house for Thanksgiving this year. For the first time ever, I decorated, I cleaned, I cooked, I bought a nice table runner, I prepared actual sides from scratch instead of ordering pre-made dishes. I bought wine that didn't come from the clearance rack. I tried. I wanted this year to be different. I wanted this year to be ours. And today, I turned my phone completely off. I don't want to hear the moment she realizes she's been lied to. I don't want to hear her yelling. I don't want to hear her calling me a traitor again. I don't want her ruining the one holiday I've been looking forward to for months. Right now, I'm sitting at my table, sipping wine while my siblings laugh in the kitchen. My dad slices turkey like he's in a commercial, and for the first time ever, I can actually breathe during Thanksgiving. My house is quiet, no screaming, no slurred insults, no tension so thick you could cut it with a steak knife. Just calm. I know lying like this makes me look heartless. I know people are going to say, "Why didn't you just tell her the truth?" Or "You shouldn't lie to your parents like that." But if you lived in my shoes for even one single Thanksgiving, you'd understand why I chose peace over chaos. The guilt is creeping in a little. I keep imagining her pulling up to an apartment she's never been to, confused, maybe a little sad, but then I remember all the times she made us cry on Thanksgiving, all the times she ruined the holiday for everyone, all the times she refused to apologize because it's my house, I can say what I want, and I don't feel as bad. I know the blow-up is coming eventually. When I turn my phone on, she's going to lose it. She's going to accuse me of betrayal again. She's going to act like the victim. There will be voicemails, possibly threats, maybe the silent treatment, maybe all of it, but that's future me's problem. Tonight, I'm drinking my wine with my family, watching a cheesy holiday movie, and feeling grateful for the first functional Thanksgiving we've had since I was a kid. I don't know if this makes me cruel or just done, but would anyone else have done the same? Or did I go way too far with this lie?